Welcome to my podcast called Podcast in a Pod, where we're not really in a pod, but we say that we are. Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to here. Today we're going to talk about octaves, what the heck those are. So you might think of an octave as the 8th note of a scale, and that's true. You're right, it is. But it's more than that, okay? The musical alphabet goes from the A note back to an A note. So let's say we take this open A note right here. Its octave is going to be the next A we find on this string, which would be this one down here. Oh, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'll be with you in a moment. And so why? Because octaves, octavancy, if you will, is determined by the doubling of frequency. So this open A note has a hertz of 110, and this A note here has a hertz of 220, which is exactly why this A note is the octave of the open A note. It's double, you know? And so that means that all the notes on this string between the open A and this A down here all have a hertz between 110 and 220. And the same concept applies for the octave above. So the octave above is going to be 220 to 440. 440 being double 220, right? And all the notes in between those frequency ranges are also going to be between 220 and 440. And so you could think of octave ranges as years, right? They all contain the same months, but you know, November of 2012 is different than November of year 2, you know? I don't know what was going on back then. Same with notes. You could have 2 E notes, for example, that belong to different octave ranges, just depending on its frequency. That's it, okay? That's all. That's all I have to say. Thanks for joining me on my podcast today, Podcast in a Pod. Please take a brochure on your way out. A brochure is very delicious bread with tomato on top. And you enjoy it. It's yours. Yours to consume. Try not to leave crumbs because we had to fire our vacuum guy. He was eating the dust. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all that you do. And I'll see you soon, okay? I'll just see you soon. Toodles.